Yeah, I just thought I'd pop in and share a few random thoughts. See if y'all thought any different, or what you might could add to it, or just what you think in general. Yeah, I ain't saying that this is the way things are, or should be, or anything like that. Just random what ifs. The first one, okay, it's going to seem a little far-fetched, but, hey, when you're bored at work, sometimes you just come up with these left field things. Now, I remember hearing some time back that whenever they were doing experiments up there on the moon, that they thought that it sounded hollow, or they had found that it sounded hollow. And there's been all kinds of theories about, well, what if it was what if it was being made, as in some being had made that and put it up there, because supposedly there's no historical record of it up until X point. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I have another theory on it. What if, not just what if, the moon is actually a geode? It's hollow inside with, forming crystals. Now, I think that would make a little bit more sense as to how and why it goes through the tidal changes, it affects the tides, and affects some people. Just think that over. I mean, it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. Another thing, with all this COVID nonsense, nonsense. More people have died from flu. It's fact. Check it out. Anyway, now, what if, especially since precious little Fauci has gone into hiding, what if that whole spiel was a conspiratorial experiment, and we are about to be under a bigger attack, i.e. almost like Red Dawn? Everybody that knows me knows, I've waved that flag before, because it seemed like it was a possibility. Don't worry, I clicked this thing on before I started driving, so I just... And anyway, it is possible. I mean, think about it. One of our biggest enemies is China. They helped create this. All right. And now that we've got it under control, one of the main people responsible for making it happen has now just kind of fallen off the radar. That don't make sense to me. Why isn't he still up on his soapbox for the next big item, like he had been in years past? Okay, and kind of along those lines, the other random thought that I've had is, with all these shortages, we've had one of the worst droughts in the western states in history. Partially, and part of the lack of water is also because of all the forest fires that everybody's been having to fight, which cuts down on irrigation, which cuts down on all the irrigation for the crops. Well, remember a while back when anybody and everybody that thought that some of those wildfires were started via satellite got hushed real quick, especially those with the photographic evidence, like one side of the road was completely charred and the other side didn't even have any sort of heat damage whatsoever. Right. Natural. Yeah, and and I'm a Star Trek alien. No, that's I just kind of wonder about that. I mean, what is their end game with that? Oh yeah, that's right. We better keep a watch for anything and everything that could lead to a socialist regime. That's all I'm going to say about that. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but the signs are there. Just think on it. And my last random thought, I hope everybody will enjoy this one, is kind of wonder how the world would be different had Weird Al Yankovic taken music seriously. Bye now.